Welcome back to Unpacked Cardboard, where cards, collecting, and business come together. Today, I want to talk about a tool that's changing the way many card sellers approach one of the most time-consuming parts of the hobby: listing cards. If you've ever sold cards on eBay, TC Player, Shopify, or any online platform, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Finding the card, researching the card, typing the title, adding item specifics, checking pricing, uploading photos, creating the listing, then repeating that process hundreds or even thousands of times. For many sellers, listing inventory isn't the hardest part of the business. It's the most time-consuming part. And that's where a platform called Carduploader comes in. Carduploader is designed to help trading card sellers automate much of the listing process. The platform uses AI-powered card recognition to identify cards from photos, generate listing information, pull pricing data, and prepare listings for export to marketplaces like eBay and Shopify. Now, why is this important? Because time is one of the most valuable resources in any business. Most people focus on inventory. Most people focus on profit. But successful businesses also focus on efficiency. Let's imagine you have a 5,000 card Pokémon collection sitting on your desk. You know there's value in those cards. You know some of them should be listed. But the thought of manually creating thousands of listings can feel overwhelming. And that's often where growth stops. Not because sellers don't have inventory, but because they don't have enough time. Tools like Carduploader are built to solve that problem. According to the platform, sellers can upload photos, have cards identified automatically, receive pricing information, and generate professional listings without manually entering every detail. The system supports multiple TCG databases and includes features such as duplicate detection and eBay-ready exports. For someone running a small card business, that's a big deal. Because the faster you can process inventory, the faster you can get cards listed. And the faster cards get listed, the faster they can sell. One feature I find particularly interesting is support for both raw and graded cards. The platform can work with PSA, CGC, and BGS slabs and includes tools for identifying and pricing graded cards. That's important because many sellers eventually move beyond raw cards and start dealing with slabs. Having one system that handles both types of inventory creates a more streamlined workflow. Another thing worth mentioning is scalability. A lot of hobby businesses start small. Maybe you're listing 10 cards, then 50, then a few hundred. Eventually, you might be handling thousands. What works when you're listing 10 cards often breaks down when you're listing 1,000. That's where automation starts becoming less of a luxury and more of a necessity. The goal isn't to replace knowledge. You still need to understand cards. You still need to understand pricing. You still need to understand customer service. But if software can eliminate repetitive tasks, it allows you to spend more time focusing on the parts of the business that actually grow revenue. Sourcing collections, building relationships, creating content, serving customers, and finding new opportunities. One thing I've learned over the years is that successful businesses are usually built on systems, not hustle alone. Anyone can work harder, but businesses scale when you work smarter. And that's why tools like Carduploader are becoming more popular. They're helping sellers create systems. According to Carduploader, the platform currently supports ungraded cards, graded cards, variation listings, eBay exports, Shopify exports, and AI-powered card recognition. They also offer a free trial and an unlimited processing subscription model. Now, is software going to magically build your business? Of course not. No tool can replace consistency. No tool can replace learning. No tool can replace effort. But the right tools can remove bottlenecks. And for many sellers, listing inventory is one of the biggest bottlenecks in the entire business. At the end of the day, every card sitting in a box is potential. Potential revenue, potential inventory, potential growth. The challenge is getting that inventory online. The easier you make that process, the easier it becomes to grow. And that's exactly why platforms like Carduploader exist. To help sellers spend less time creating listings and more time building their business. Thank you for joining us on Unpacked Cardboard. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep building. This is Unpacked Cardboard. Cards, collecting, business.